So I'll be telling you we are with Nasty C all the way from South Africa, and of course, like Nasty C, welcome in the building.
Cool.
So, and like I want to start this interview by asking you, how is it growing in South Africa?
How was it growing up in South Africa?
Yep.
Um, I mean, it's all I know, so it's very hard to compare it to anything else. But it was an experience like any other growing experience. There's good times, there's bad times, there's learning curves, there's moments where you fall. It's
Okay.
like that.
All right. So you're one of the best rappers that we have in Africa. And when did you
Thank
fall
you.
in love with hip hop?
I fell in love with hip hop at the age of 9, I think. Yeah, 9 years old.
And why did you fall in love with hip hop? Because like there is R&B, there is pop, there is reggae. There's so many genres of the music. But like, why did you
Yeah,
choose hip hop?
I think hip hop chose me because of just like the attitude that comes with it, the swag, the jewelry, the cars, all that type of stuff. Those are the things I wanted as a kid, and hip hop had those things.
Okay. So when your career started, you had some EPs and the mixtape that you want out. But still, let's now talk about the albums. Bad Hair,
Yeah,
I think was the first album you had, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
First album, yes.
yeah. So I think like it did well. Like we got to know about it, like the international level and Africa and everything. And how did you take that success?
What you mean?
Like
Like
the
how
first
was it? It
album,
was it
big
was
for
it was
like
dope.
the first
Um,
album, like you just released the first album, and it got that much of the success, like the feedback, the positive feedback. How did you take that on the first album?
it was dope. It was dope. It was my first album again, so I didn't have anything else to compare it to. But it was dope.
Okay, so there is the artwork, the actual artwork of Bad Hair. Like you
Yeah.
told your fans to send pictures with that bad hairstyle, and you made it like the creativity of it, and like I think like your fans loved that so much when you did that, because like that was a positive feedback to them.
Mhm.
Yeah. So later on,
Yeah, that was fine.
later on you released that Strings and Blings, which also did well internationally, and of course like South Africa, I guess like the hometown and everything else. Um, why did you call it that, like Strings and Blings?
Oh well, I mean I explained this 1,000 times when I was pushing the album at the time, but Strings and Bling was basically meant to stand for guitars and jewelry, but at the same time it stands for connections, and being young and enjoying your life as a young person.
Okay, right. So you have a third one, the Zulu Man with some power.
Hmm.
So you're supposed to release it, the pandemic and everything else, but like you still decided to release it in August, right? Like 2020.
Hmm. Hmm.
So why did you choose August? Because like the pandemic was still growing, like the pandemic was still there, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to drop, bro. I didn't really care about the date. I really just wanted to drop some music because I've been sitting with it for a long time, and I wanted to put something new out.
Okay. So let's talk now about the album tours that you always have. Like, yeah, you tour like Africa, you also went to Asia and stuff like that. Uh, how was the feedback with album tours?
Album tours. Which one's that one?
Like you are touring with your album, like like you had
Oh,
album out.
tours. You say? Um, yeah. Tours are very fun, man. They're a lot of fun. I get to see how different countries react to my music and stuff like that, and I get to experience the country at the same time. It's really dope, man. It's really dope.
So what was that city that you went to and you loved it so much?
I love all the cities I go to. They're all different. That's the thing. That's the best part. Every city is different. Like if I come to Rwanda and whatever city I'm in there, it's gonna be different than a city in Japan, than a city in Germany, in Amsterdam, in the States, UK. They're all different, but they all have something very special to offer.
You talked about Rwanda. You were here once, like I think, where like there's a
Mhm.
performance like 3 years ago. So how
Mhm.
did you see Rwanda by the time you came?
Yeah, I did. I went to the genocide site, which
Yeah.
was heartbreaking, but Yeah, I felt honored to have been, I don't know, let anywhere near that type of information. I felt like it was something very sacred, and for them to let me in there means a lot.
So do you think you want to come back and perform for the?
Yes, of course, of course, of course. I love my fans in Rwanda, dude. We had such a great time at the club. It was insane, bro.
Yeah, I
It
remember
was
I was
crazy.
there though.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that I was there. So let's talk about the international collabos that you have. You have done featuring with Ti, with Sapfaji, Davido, and so many other people. And like how
All right,
that?
did you say Sarkodie?
No,
Did you say Sarkodie?
no, I meant Davido had so many more.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Sarkodie. I
Not.
haven't I haven't collabed with Sarkodie yet.
Yes, I'm looking
But
forward
yeah,
to
that's
that
it.
though. That can be dope when you team up with Sakodi.
Yeah, that'll probably be fire. If it happens, that would be fire for sure.
But I want let's talk about what the ones that you did around town, the video, Ti, Sapfaji.
Hmm.
So and where does that put your music? Cause it really levels up your music and it puts you on that map. And that happened, I think, in a period of 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, collabs, especially with like huge artists or artists that have like a huge fan base, especially if they from a different territory, it always grows the artist. It always grows both artists, but more especially the smaller artists or the newer artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So every time I did any one of those features, with like Davido or with Ti, it always gave me a boost in like my audience. It also gave me a boost when it comes to like making the actual song, because it's like, oh snap, like I'm getting to do a song with this guy. This is really dope. Okay, let me up my game up a little bit. Let me see what's the flyest thing that I could do right now, like to make sure that they like it and this song becomes a success.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
with the success that is happening to you and each and everything, you have a documentary on Netflix, the Zulman in Japan, and to me, I watched it. I watched the whole documentary, and I want
Thank
us
you.
to talk about the experience that you had, you as Nasty C as a person, shooting that.
Hmm. Oh, what was it like?
Yeah. What
It
was
was
it
dope,
like
man.
to be in Japan?
Well, I mean, the whole documentary is about the experience. So I guess the experience already is in that thing in the docu. But to give it a little more context to people who haven't seen it, um, the experience was a lot of fun. It was very enlightening. I learned a lot about how people treat each other in Japan, and it's something that I always felt like that's how just people should like treat each other in general. But unfortunately, every single country doesn't work the same, and other people don't treat each other like normal human beings with morals and values and stuff like that. But I learned that about Japan. I learned a lot about Japan when it comes to the art side of things, like the fashion. I learned a lot about the anime scene. We checked out a little gaming spot also. It was pretty dope, man. It was really
Yeah.
dope.
So, and then you went from there. You also there is a movie, there is a series that you act in, The Blood and Water. So, how was
Hmm.
that experience being an actor?
Well, I'm not an actor. I just did one scene. That was like 10 seconds.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but it felt good doing it definitely. Like the experience was definitely dope. Definitely wouldn't take that for granted. But acting is not my thing, man. It's not me. I make music, bro.
Okay. Sorry, with making music, you also launched a podcast, the Zoom Man the Zoom Man in Power, with Power, and that was like the latest thing that you have out there. I wanted to talk about that podcast. What did you put it there, and what should fans expect on that podcast?
So the podcast is really just me giving my fans like an insight, not just my fans, but every aspiring artist, an insight of what it's like to be an artist, especially like during these times. Like this year and well, this decade period actually, because things change. just teaching them the best things to know early on in their careers, so that they the potential of their careers is like much higher, much greater, and they can reach a greater level of success. I'm putting them onto the business side of things. A lot of the guests that I have on the show are also sharing a lot of knowledge. So shout out to them. Um, yeah, man. But that's all it is. It's like we're just dropping gems on there. We're just like sharing knowledge, important
Okay.
knowledge.
Yeah, I get that. And closing up with the interview, you performed at Island Show recently, like
Yeah.
last week. Share with us that experience being on Island Show, because like so many people look up to that, and they want to achieve that, and
Mhm.
then you have achieved it now so far. So how do you take that, and what is that experience give you?
Well, see, it's like it's very different because it's during a pandemic, so it's like I wasn't really at
There, like,
Allen's studios. I
yeah,
didn't really meet Allen. I didn't talk to Allen. So it's like the experience is different. It's not what everyone wishes for. But being featured on Allen as something that I shot over here and like sent it to them, and being featured on the show
yeah,
still feels dope. It feels like a blessing. It feels like a dream come true in a way. You know what I mean?
yeah, I get you. So
Yeah.
yeah, so Nasty C, you have won many awards, both the Africa International. What is that one award that you look up to? Like that one award that you think, like, if I win
I
this,
don't.
you said?
Nah, I don't like. I don't want any awards, man. I don't like awards. Awards. I don't like awards, man. We don't get awards from fans. Fans are the people we make the music for. Fans are the people that buy our music. They buy our tickets. They come to our shows. They make sure they spread the word. They make us trend. They make us famous. They make us successful. Fans are the most important thing. Award shows are ran by businesses with their own agendas. I don't want any awards. They don't mean absolutely nothing to me, man. I swear to you, they don't.
Yeah, okay, I understand. And lastly, what is the message that you can give to your Rwanda fans?
To my fans, Um, thank you guys for all the support. Stay true to yourself. Chase your dreams. Protect yourself. Protect your dreams. Protect your energy at all costs. Don't let anyone change you. Be a firm person, but also be respectful. Respect others. Love others. Take care of others. Take care of yourself. And yeah, man, keep supporting.
Okay, so Nasty C, thank you so much for being with us, and we look forward for your music. Black and White is doing
Thank
good
you.
here.
Thank you.
Like,
Yeah. I appreciate it,
yeah,
man. Thank you, much. You have a good one, man. I
yeah,
can't
have a
wait
good
to
night
see you
too.
guys again, man.
So bless you.
Peace.
So you're still watching Beats and Sounds, and we were with Nasty C in the building. So let's watch Black and White, his latest project, and of course I'll be right back.